Hey, so just as a heads up, there was a good chunk of this episode that ended up having to go through some cuts because there was some scuff on B's end, which I'm not gonna lie, it was frustrating for both him and myself. And to be 100% honest, he needs to fix his internet and his Discord because that's starting to get old and it's fucking up the flow of the episodes. So yeah, just want to make this intro real quick to let everybody know, saying that we are sorry for the scuff that happened for this episode, but we did what we could at the end of the day. So without further ado, let's get into the episode. Alright, why is there a plushie here? Hello? Ben? Are you there?
Oh, I've been trapped inside this plush.
That
You have to say the magic word for me to appear.
Alright, let's go Beetlejuice style. B major, B major, B major.
Boom!
Yep,
I've
I called
arrived.
it. It was gonna happen.
I'm here for the
Shit.
first time in a hot minute.
Yep. The first time in 3 episodes. Wait, no, 2 episodes. Nevertheless, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the All Things Nerdy podcast. We are here today, joined by Ben, aka B Major, and myself, Jason, aka
Oh,
Crazy Fox 51, and of course, Tyler is busy, and David is currently streaming at the time of recording this episode. And fun fact, today is day one of Horror Game Season 2025 at the time of
let's
recording.
go.
Hell yeah. And also, first things first, we we're pretty much went all out on celebrating the third anniversary of the Buddies.
Mhm.
Yeah, we pretty much
Which,
did.
yeah, we did. Which, speaking of which, I forgot to open this earlier.
Oh,
Something came in the mail today.
homie got new merch. Hello.
New merch in the mail. Kaboom.
Hell yeah, Shovel Gang versus the Ladder Gang. And of course, it has the old watermark design on it.
Hold on. Yeah, but hey, it's there. It's cool.
Yep, you
It's
guys
got
should.
the words 3 year anniversary on the sleeves.
Yep,
Pretty good quality shirt. Go pick one out while you still can.
yep. And,
Because it's going away at the end of the month.
well, it's not gonna go away. It will still be around. It's just, it'll be for members only when August 1st
Yeah.
hits.
It's not gonna be like super available.
Yeah, pretty much. And also, if you guys are wanting to buy yourself some merch throughout the month of July, make sure you use code anniversary to get yourself 50% off of your order plus free shipping. And
Hmm.
that, without a doubt, is the best deal anybody can ask for an anniversary month. And of course, if you use the auto apply code HGS, it will give you free shipping with any order over $75 because of horror game season. Which they're both good deals if you ask me, but the anniversary one would help out a lot with the sales. So yeah, nothing too crazy to talk about. Bad habit. Bad habit on what I just did on camera. Let's ignore that. Nevertheless, last time we talked about. Wait, no. So before we get into Halloween Horror Nights, there's pretty much 3 more events that are planned out. Which B had the 10th anniversary of his YouTube channel a few days ago. 7 or 8 days ago at the time this episode comes out.
It was sometime last week, I believe it was.
Yeah.
I think it
And you
was.
said that my YouTube channel was falsely flag spammed, but for correction, it was hacked to where it was terminated for 3 months, and we're not going to get into any details about the situation for trauma reasons.
Hmm. Yeah, that's a different conversation for a different day.
Yeah. And of course, for what is planned for later this month, if this comes out on Friday, there's going to be an Among Us community night in the Buddy server that's going to start at 7:30 p.m. EST. And then there's going to be an It movie night, which was originally going to be 8 p.m., but it was rescheduled to 6:30 p.m., which you'll see why later on. I'm not 100% sure who will be active during that time, because Blind Tech is pretty much wanting to be in an episode for All Things Nerdy, which I'm looking forward to that happening. And July 31st is going to be a Lockdown Protocol community night to celebrate my 4 years of streaming on Twitch.
That'll be a fun time.
Which speaking of, if you guys want to go support that, go follow me on twitch.tv/crazyfox7051.
Go do it.
And
You won't regret it.
And now we can get into Halloween Horror Night stuff. And
Yeah.
Fallout and Five Nights at Freddy's were the two IPs that we talked about. Five Nights at Freddy's is not confirmed to be a house yet, but it is
It's
confirmed that
not
it's
yet.
gonna. It is confirmed that it's coming to the event, and I'm not gonna lie, I am excited.
It's at least
for
going
it.
to be there.
Like, it is.
And that's all that matters.
Yeah, it is my most anticipated IP. And it's also heavily rumored that we're gonna see the Wyatt Six. And two other IPs that was confirmed is that we're gonna see Jason Universe, which is going to be all of the Friday the 13th films to celebrate the 45th anniversary of the franchise. And we're gonna see Damien Leone's Terrifier. And the Terrifier house is gonna be based off of all three films. And John Murdy confirmed that it's going to be a gore fest, and another team member also said that it's going to be the goriest house in Halloween Horror Nights history, because Damien Leone did not hold back on the kills that Art the Clown does to his victims. Not even one bit. And it's also rumored that we're going to see Poltergeist at Hollywood this year, and the original house. And one of the original houses that we're going to see there is that we're going to see Scarecrow the Reaping coming a second time. But my prediction is that we're going to see a Scarecrow the Reaping 2, because we're having Scarecrow the Reaping 1 at Horror Unleashed, which is going to be pretty much Halloween Horror Nights Las Vegas, for those who doesn't know what that is. And it's going to be all year round too, which is the fun part. And with the IPs there are so far, what's your excitement rating on a scale of 1 to 10? Because it's a 10 for me.
Um, it's going to be very exciting, but I'll probably give it an 8 out of 10.
Why is
Because
it?
it's not something that I look forward to the most out of the year, but it is something to look forward to. So,
Yeah, true that. And there are 6 confirmed original houses that are going to be coming to the event. All 5 are confirmed for Orlando, and so far there is only 1 confirmed for Hollywood. So let's go for Orlando first. Starting off with El Artista, a Spanish haunting, which is the first original house to be announced. And I'm going to read the descriptions of the Instagram posts too. In 19th century Spain, a tortured artist moves into an isolated country manor for inspiration, but the art comes alive and possesses him. I'm not gonna lie, this sounds exciting. And then there's Hatchet and Chains, Demon Bounty Hunters, which was one of the films for Slaughter Cinema 2 from last year. In this old west town, all hell is breaking loose. Red hot lava demons are trying to possess everything, trying to possess everyone, melting everything in its path. Good thing I corrected myself, because I misread that by accident. Yeah, dyslexia can fuck you over sometimes.
yeah.
Dolls, let's play dead. You're about to become doll-sized and be hunted by toys that have been burnt, melded, and stitched together by a twisted little girl.
Sounds like Sid from Toy Story.
Yeah, it sounds like Toy Story if it was a horror movie.
Mm-hmm.
Grave of Flesh. Welcome to your funeral, where things are about to go from bad to worse. You'll enter a grave and then the underworld, where flesh eaters who feed on the dead will hunt you for all eternity. Homie was acting like he was dead. And the last
You
house
said
that
go into a grave. All right, I'm ready.
was announced for Orlando is Galkin, Monsters of the North. In a remote northern village, a wicked being rises from the dead, bringing a horde of monsters and demons from the forge to wreak havoc on the townspeople. You'll face icy horned, winged, and wolfish fiends that gradually merge into one giant horror. Then you'll try to escape to the belly of the beast. And I'm not gonna
That
lie,
sounds pretty cool.
and there's 3 scare zones so far that was confirmed. So, and again, I will be reading the descriptions for them. We don't have any confirmed scare zones for Hollywood yet, so that's going to be a hold that thought. The
Mhm.
Origins of Horror, which I think that the artist character for El Artista is the icon this year, because of this description for
Mhm.
the Origins of Horror. Enter a decaying conservatory of twisted vines where artists carve tributes to Halloween Horror Nights 34, aka 2025. You'll enter monstrous crows, You'll encounter monstrous crows, gargoyles, and more. And then we have Masquerade, Dance with Death. You're invited to a masquerade ball where bloodthirsty vampires lurk behind ornate disguises. When their masks fall, you'll become their prey. And the last scare zone to be announced
Cool.
as of the recording of this episode, the Cat Lady of Crooked Lane. Travel down a spooky winding path to a mysterious home where trick-or-treaters are transformed into feral fairleans. Be careful or you'll be next. So pretty much
That's cool.
demonic cats by the sounds of it.
That's what it sounds like.
And the last one, my most anticipated house for Hollywood, but I'm worried that it's going to be a repeat. Monstros 3, The Ghosts of Latin America. One whales, one bites, one Begiles, I don't know if I said that right. La Llorona, La Meluna, and La Singalmadba await in the dark. 3 legends, La Muerte, wants you to meet, but you'll never wish you did. And fun fact about Monstros, John Murdy confirmed on his Twitter saying that it was intended to be a trilogy. And last year we got an El Charro, El Cajillo, and El Cucuy. And for the first one that we got 2 years ago, we got El Cibon, La Lechuza, and La Lepuchi.
Interesting. Okay, that's cool.
And it was also rumored that we're going to see a house based off of the Island of the Dolls, which I think that's going to be like a next year original type of deal, judging by that logic.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, I honestly think so too. And based on construction sites, everybody knows that we're going to see Blumhouse again for the Terror Tram, but I think it's going to be different properties of Blumhouse this time. Like, imagine seeing the Blumhouse version of Michael Myers.
That'd be cool.
That would be cool. And plus, with Five Nights at Freddy's, it's based off of the movie because it's for the promotion of the second movie, which I understand why. But I still feel like that not seeing it for the 10th anniversary of the games was a missed opportunity.
Hmm.
And of course, it's safe to say that we're not getting Universal Monsters this year because of the fact that we pretty much have Dark Universe at Epic Universe, which I understand why they're pretty much stepping away from doing Universal Monsters.
Probably.
And of course, from when I mentioned Damien Leone, he himself did say that he would love to see Art the Clown come to Halloween Horror Nights, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm happy for him that he gets to see one of
Mm.
his creations come to the event.
Yeah,
And
that'll be a lot of fun to see.
yeah, and of course, I'm not 100% sure which of these two ideas would be a possibility, but for when Investigator's Revenge becomes adapted, which the online novel is planned to come out October 20th, I would love to collaborate with either Bloody Disgusting or Blumhouse, or maybe even both, and I think James Wan would be a pretty good director.
Hmm.
Like, he's he's directed Insidious and The Conjuring, which shows that he would be good for Supernatural, and he's also directed Saw, which of course the slasher style kills would be gruesome, but not like at a Art the Clown level of gruesome, just like at the level of I can see that being a Mortal Kombat fatality type of gruesome.
Hmm.
Like, as an example, Ryder pulls out somebody's eyeball in Paranormal Slayer 2, and they lived.
Hmm.
And of course, I wanted to save this topic for this episode, but the Avengers cast, starting with Jeremy Renner, was calling out Disney for being toxic behind the scenes and cutting payments to where it's like more work for less money.
Hmm.
And has like Paul Rudd has like kept his mouth shut because Disney has been toxic behind the scenes. Like it feels like a toxic high school club according to the Avengers cast. Tom Holland, Robert Downey Jr., Chris Hemsworth, they are with Jeremy on being on their ass for their bullshit from behind the scenes, which I don't blame them
Hmm.
for it. And I'm gonna be 100% honest with you. It honestly sucks that Disney's ruin is not doing very good for Marvel, and plus, most of the Star Wars stuff from the 2020s is ass.
Not great.
Yeah, no, it's not
They're
good
not
at all.
great.
Like, for example, with the sequel trilogy, The Force Awakens was the only movie that was good. Last Jedi was dog
Hmm.
shit, and Rise of Skywalker, it's neither good or bad. It's just a guilty pleasure film.
Yeah, I agree. Force Awakens was really good. It was a nice homage to the originals. Last Jedi was just absolutely horrible. That was a horrible movie. Um, and then yeah, as you said, Rise of Skywalker was just kind of one of those mediocre movies, but still pretty good
Yeah.
at times.
And as
And
for
that's
the
basically what it was.
as for the Marvel movies, it's been hit or miss after Endgame. And of course, with the 2020 films that we have so far, I would say Deadpool and Wolverine and
So,
Spider-Man No
but I
Way
think I
Home
lost connection
are
because
the
he just
best
stopped
movies.
moving.
What what do you mean you lost connection?
Ah.
A few minutes later.
Sorry, but we had technical difficulties because
I
this
blame
man's
my
Discord
computer and my
crashed.
Wi-Fi. I blame my Wi-Fi.
Yep. Anyways, back to what we were saying. For we gave our honest thoughts about like how we feel about the Disney version of Star Wars, even though that was like a bit off topic. As for Marvel, Endgame was the last good movie, if I'm gonna be 100% honest with you, and everything has like been hit or miss since Endgame.
Have you not seen the Deadpool movie?
Oh no, I've Deadpool and Wolverine was the last film that I've seen in 2024 cinema, and I think it's the best film of 2024.
I agree. I think that was a really good movie.
And as for No Way Home, that's another good one too.
Mm-hmm.
Shang-Chi, I do like that one. Morbius, it's underrated, but it's not very good.
Mm-hmm.
And as for Volume 3 of Guardians of the Galaxy, I've been hearing people say good things about it.
Yeah, I've heard the third one's pretty good.
Yeah. And as for Doctor Strange, the second movie was ass.
Yeah, that's what I've been told.
But one thing I'll say that's good about it is that Bruce Campbell was given a cameo.
Nice.
Yeah. And of course, when it comes to how the studio has been behind the scenes, like, I just don't like modern Disney at all. Like, they are greedy,
Mhm.
toxic pieces of shit behind the scenes when it comes to their
Yeah.
studio.
Yeah, modern Disney is just not a good place.
Nope, not even one bit. And plus, it doesn't help that the live actions suck.
Hmm. Like they completely changed the ending for the live action Lilo and Stitch for the worst. They cut key characters out and made one of the best side characters the villain. Just a horrible remake overall. And yet it did amazing in the box office.
Yeah, I didn't watch that movie. Last time I went to the movie theater, I went to go see 28 Years Later for my sister's birthday. And I even made a spoiler-free review on my IRL channel, and I honestly do think it's good, but the ending was confusing. And the reason on to why the ending is confusing is because there's going to be a part 2 that's coming out January 16th, 2026.
Okay, so there's a cliffhanger at the end. Okay,
Yes, they made it confusing intentionally.
interesting.
And as for James Wan, from when I mentioned him a few minutes ago, it's rumored that he's going to be the director of a Blumhouse Backrooms movie.
Would that be fun?
That would be fun. Like, to be 100% honest with you, if I was making a Backrooms movie, I would take the story from the Backrooms 1998, have,
Hmm.
like, the first act be a setup, have the second half be, like, the backroom stuff, and then the final part be what happened to the other characters. Because the story of the Backrooms 1998 is that there's a kid named Timmy who likes spicy fried chicken, and there were
Hmm.
three skaters that pretty much offered it to him, but he was being tortured and he was killed. And two skaters got away from the murder, and after the police saw videotape, they got arrested, but one of the characters snapped their neck to where they ended up in the back rooms.
Hmm. That'd be cool.
Yeah, if they do something like that, I would watch the movie.
Absolutely. The Backrooms has a lot of potential to be either one of the greatest horror movies of all time or just kind of the eh.
Yeah, if it ends up being a bad movie, the one thing that I'm looking for is fun.
Hmm.
Like, for example, Killer Clowns from Outer Space, it's a fun horror movie, and I honestly do think it's good.
Hmm.
And, of course, YouTube has been under some controversy with its updates to where it has unskippable ads, and they have a thing called Premium Lite, where if you have the light version of Premium, you don't have ads, but if you have normal Premium, then it gives you ads, which I just think it's so fucking stupid.
That's not good.
Yeah, no. Like, people have ad blockers for a reason. Ads suck.
Hmm. Nobody likes them.
Not even one bit. Like, that's why there are people that would be willing. Like, for Twitch, there are people that are willing to spend their money on subs and spend it on other people. Like, I was gifted a sub yesterday at the time of recording this video. I will not say who it is for, but gifted subs help too. For
Hmm.
And as for the YouTube situation, last time that it was under controversy, it was from when they were defending Sniper Wolf from when she was caught red-handed doxing Jack's films. And from and that was from 2 years ago. And 3 years ago, Corey Kenshin called out YouTube for being racist towards black content creators and playing favorites with the bigger ones.
Yeah. that whole controversy. That was a rough time to be on YouTube.
Yeah, that was. And another thing that made it worse at the time was that if your channel was hacked, YouTube will terminate that shit immediately.
Yeah, like what happened with your channel.
Yeah, and again, we're not gonna get into details about that situation for trauma reasons, the
Hmm.
but the YouTube situation was really bad.
Yeah, it's still decently bad at times.
Yeah, like we've seen our fair share of good and bad, of the good, the bad, and the ugly on platforms that we've seen. Like for
Hmm.
example, with Kick, the loose TOS was a huge issue, and there were a shit ton of controversial content creators who took advantage of that by harassing innocent people and committing
Hmm.
crimes on stream.
Yeah, it was that platform is just kind of a mess overall.
Yeah. And the only source of monetization is if people sub to your channel or if you get donations, which I honestly think that's just stupid.
Hmm.
And also, fuck Raka Raka confirmed on their Instagram that they have a cameo in Death Stranding 2. Like,
No idea who that is.
yeah, so based on what I know, they are they're pretty much horror movie directors. Like, I'm gonna pull up their Instagram page real quick. And I can't give my full thoughts on how I feel about Death Stranding 2 because I haven't played 1 yet.
Hmm. I also have not played Death Stranding 1.
Like, check out this design. That's their design for
Pretty good.
Yeah, that's their designs for Death Stranding, and I'm not gonna lie, they have drip.
And I'm pretty sure my Discord froze again. Yippee. I hate it.
A few moments later.
Raka Raka is known for is talk to me and bring her back.
Okay.
And the amount of times that your Discord crashed, those are going to be a pain in the ass to cut out. And the band Th1ngs, they they've made some promotional art for their tours, but they've been under controversy for using AI generated art.
Interesting.
Yeah, like there's like one to where there are cartoonishly muscular guys in suits. Like it just doesn't look real. Like I'ma pull up a video real quick. That way everybody gets to see what's up. Alright. Alright, so first thing, this is AI generated. Like, there are some stuff in there that doesn't make any sense. And another thing that's AI generated, this is what I was talking about from when I said that it looks cartoonishly muscular. Like, this shit don't even look real. B? This
Oh
does.
yeah, I've seen that photo. I've seen that photo. That doesn't look real.
Yeah, that is obviously AI generated. And Ice Nine Kills fans have been pissed about it.
Mhm.
And also, I'm gonna let you do the talking for this one.
Yes, I do love this topic. So, recently, a Oreo collab has happened with another musician, this time with Selena Gomez. And this cookie is delicious. The cookie in question is a chocolate and cinnamon fusion, and it melds together perfectly. It tastes so good. Oh my gosh, I cannot recommend this enough. You would think chocolate and cinnamon would not go as well together as it does, but it works. It just works. And it is absolutely amazing. I would totally buy it again if they bring it back. I do not know how long this will last, but if I were you, I would go out to your store, see if they have it, and if they do, buy it. It's worth it. It's very good. I'm still very upset I missed out on the Post Malone one, though.
Yeah, same.
I'm so upset. I was just like, I'll
Like
go to the store. No
I've
more
been
Post Malone.
I haven't been out of my house very much, which honestly sucks.
Hmm.
And of course, it was also confirmed in session 14 of Order of the Amethyst Oak before it started that I'm gonna go bowling for my birthday during the day of.
Hmm. And that's always a fun time.
Yep. Like I can already imagine the pizza and booze being together. That's gonna be a peak birthday.
Perfect.
Yes,
It's
sir.
perfection.
Especially for a 21st birthday, bro. And if you have
Hmm.
like your friends with you, bro, it's gonna be lit.
Absolutely.
And Ghost Goose Duck is having its 4th anniversary this year.
Can't believe the game's been around for 4 years.
Yeah, and we started playing in 2023, I want to say.
Hmm.
And Death Wolf was introduced us to the game too, which is the fun part. And for those who doesn't know what Goose Goose Duck is, it's basically like Among Us but with ducks, and it has more roles.
Yes, there are tons of roles. All of them do different things, and it's really interesting.
And you want to know something funny that happened?
What?
The Puerto Rican. The
Yes,
Puerto
the
Rican meme.
Motorican meme.
Do you want to explain the origin? How about this? We play a game of rock, paper, scissors. The loser has to give details. Homie is thinking about it.
I'm gonna
Ben.exe
break my
is.
Wi-Fi. This is pissing me off, man.
Bruh.
Oh shit. Here we go again.
It's gonna be funny when he comes.
What are you doing?
Fix you fucking Wi-Fi. Fix your Discord, damn it.
Ah, I'm trying.
You froze on my end.
Yes.
Holy shit. Hold on.
Oh,
There we go.
oy vey.
There we go. Fixed it. Alright, so. Alright, where was I again?
We just finished talking about the Goose Goose Duck anniversary.
Yep. And you figured this. You saw this news first, so you should do
I
the
did.
talking this time. I don't know.
The beloved indie game Kindergarten has had their third game come out earlier this month. Yes, this earlier this month. It came out like 2 weeks ago. For anyone who doesn't know what this is, it's basically a time loop game where as you progress for the game, you do missions. When you complete missions, you get a special item. These special items can help you with later missions. And at the very end, there is one final true ending where you get a whole bunch of really cool items together and you defeat a super boss. Basically, there's no boss battles in this game except for the super boss at the very end. And it is so cool. The lore is insane. Kids are being experimented on. The principles are insane. Mentally insane. It's ridiculous. It is such a fun series. I could not recommend this game enough. The games are not even all that expensive. You could buy all three of them for like $60. It is well worth it. Go check it out. Or if you don't even want to purchase it, go watch 8-Bit Ryan play it. It is worth your time.
Is, is it
I
a
just fin
horror
I
game series? Now I'm sold.
Not necessarily a horror game series. It's got a really cool art style though. It's like pixel art-ish.
Yeah.
Also, my favorite character is Nugget, and he talks in the third person. He's great. He digs caves.
Yeah, and
Yeah, no.
you wanna know what's a well-known food item?
What?
Biscuit balls. Get Corey Kenshin going, get your biscuit balls here for when he made a breakfast video.
Yes, that was in the first game. But yeah, the first game came out in 2017. The second game came out in 2019. There was a 6 years gap, and now it's back, and we already know we're getting a fourth game relatively soon.
Yeah, and this is a quick off-topic thing. Dark Deception is having a chapter 5 coming soon, and Glowstick Entertainment has been on a 4-year hiatus, which I understand why. They've been busy with chapter 5,
Mm-hmm.
they've been cooking, and with the teaser, they didn't
Let them cook.
go for a this is the end type of deal. No. They're like, okay, you see, you know what's happening, get ready for the end. Without actually saying that.
Nice.
And The Witcher 3 got Game of the Year 10 years ago, and it's having its 10th anniversary this year.
That is insane.
Yeah, like, Opera GX was like promoting the game for the 10th anniversary because there's a new theme for the browser. Like, that's how insane that
Nice.
shit is.
Mm-hmm. I Speaking of Witcher 3, I just recently bought the books for that series because of Amazon Prime Day, which happened last week. So now I could actually read the series as well as playing it.
And there's also a Netflix series, but that's based off of The
Hmm.
Witcher 2. Based on what one of my high school friends told me.
Gotcha. Okay.
So yeah, that's a little fun trivia that I do want to give to you guys for those who may not know about it. And also, this is, despite the fact that I haven't seen the first movie, this is my most anticipated film for 2026 so far, alongside with Shrek 5. I am excited to see the Silent Hill movie that Bloody Disgusting is making called Return to Silent Hill.
Oh, that is going to be such a good game. No, wait, that's a movie.
Yeah,
That's going to be such
movie,
a good
sorry.
movie, man.
And I'm gonna make this prediction right here and now. Silent Hill has a good chance to be a property for Halloween Horror Nights 2026. And if that happens, it's going to be peak.
This is killing me, man.
And I'm not. And of course, I'm not gonna lie.
I'm so frustrated. What the frick? I literally might have to stop, restart my computer, and then come back. This is so frustrating.
The scuff is. You know, the scuff is gonna be a problem, right? B. Oh my god, bro.
I'm back.
How many scuffed shit do we have to cut out? Because it's such a problem.
A
Like,
lot.
I'm getting frustrated with this.
I'm getting frustrated with it too, man.
And of course, like, Silent Hill, Stranger Things 5, and Megan are my 3 predictions for Halloween Horror Nights 2026.
Hmm.
And speaking of Stranger Things, it was confirmed that's going to be at Singapore this year.
What, Stranger Things?
Yes.
Cool. Speaking of Stranger Things, we just got the season 5 trailer earlier yesterday, today, something very recently.
Yeah, and I believe it was the last episode from when we were talking about it. And I'm going to wait until
Really?
January 2026 to talk about it. And the reason on to why Stranger Things 5 is a prediction for Halloween Horror Nights 2026, hear me out. Season 4 premiered 2022. And it came to Halloween Horror Nights as one of the 4 IPs for 2023.
Hmm.
that is why I am making the prediction. And
Nice.
and back to Silent Hill, it's going to be a sequel to the 2006 movie. And I honestly do want to
Okay.
watch it at some point, and I do of course want to play the remake of Silent Hill 2 because it honestly
Mm-hmm.
looks both fun and spooky. Like, it gives me Resident Evil vibes with the way that the art style looks. And I mean that in a
Mm-hmm.
good way.
Yeah, absolutely.
And of course, the Hobby Lobby situation. They've been under there's some price changes and people are worried about being scammed, and they've been under and the company has been under controversy for it. And they've also have been illegally smuggling artifacts and selling it for a cheap price from Iraq.
That is news to me. It's really interesting. Huh. That's that's concerning.
Yeah, like, if I want to go to a craft store, I would rather go to Michael's than go to Hobby Lobby.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, the stealing from Iraq part, the fat electrician said something about that in the unsubscribed podcast.
Mm-hmm.
And last time we talked about them in the podcast, it was from when Richard High, also known as Angry Cops, was calling out the Buffalo school system for covering cases of child abductions, pedophilia, and child abuse.
I think I remember hearing about that.
Yeah, I've watched the episodes, I've pretty much watched the episodes as like a source of research, and I don't trust the news articles because they were throwing Richard High under the bus and lying to him. Wait, no, they were lying about him, and there were people that were sympathizing for those pedophiles too, which is a fucked up situation.
Come on, guys, do better.
Yeah, we do not support pedophilia, and fuck you, Hassan, we do not support terrorism.
Mm-hmm.
And there is a chapter 2 for The Strangers. But I can't say anything about it very much because I haven't seen chapter 1 of the movie.
I also have not seen the first chapter.
Alright, so we can. So that was a quickie that we got out of the way because we
Mm-hmm.
don't know much, so we can't talk. So we can't say our honest thoughts about it. And something
Mm-hmm.
that caught me by surprise is that with RoboCop Rogue City Unfinished Business, I thought it was going to be a DLC for Rogue City, for the normal Rogue City, but nope,
Mm-hmm.
it's a sequel.
That's cool. I honestly thought it was gonna be DLC too.
Yeah, like, I didn't expect a new RoboCop game so soon.
Honestly, I'll take it.
Yeah, I'll take what we got. And the fact that we have Peter Willer as the voice of RoboCop 2, tag me the fuck in, coach.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I would be down to play that on stream. Like, matter of fact, I started playing Borderlands 2, and I play with a controller because it's fun with a controller.
Mm. Yeah.
And plus, it's helping me become better at shooter games with a controller because 9 times out of 10, I usually play with a keyboard and mouse because I'm usually better with keyboard and mouse.
Mm.
And as for Halo Infinite, if I was to restart it, I'm most likely going to play with some friends that also has the game because I'm in the process of playing the campaign mode. And we played Magic the Gathering a few months ago, and they're having a Final
Mm-hmm.
Fantasy collaboration.
Yes, they did. Yes, they are. They also had a Sonic collab.
Wait, what?
Yes.
I didn't
Magic
know
the Gathering
that.
is Gathering game franchises like Infinity Stones. It's ridiculous.
That's
We have Street Fighter, we have Sonic, we have Final Fantasy.
And speaking of Street Fighter, I'm gonna make this prediction. I think Sagat is gonna be the Street Fighter character that we're gonna see in Tekken 8. Imagine that.
Pretty sure we just got him in Street Fighter 6 as DLC.
Yeah. And I think that might
That'd be
be.
cool.
I think that's gonna be the promote. That would be pretty good promotion if they do that option.
Mm-hmm.
And also, Kazuya or Heihachi would be a good character for Street Fighter 6, along with Iron Fist from the Marvel comics.
Mm-hmm.
And if they want to have another Capcom character in Street Fighter, I feel like that they should be their own character instead of just the costume.
Mm-hmm. Agreed.
Like, as much as I appreciate the idea of Street Fighter characters having other characters as costumes, I feel like at least one of them, at least one, should be their own character. Like, Wesker, for example, because I think he would be a good Street Fighter guest character. Like, I would pay to play Street Fighter 6 for Wesker.
Mm-hmm.
And as for Magic the Gathering, I honestly do want to collect in-person cards at some point, along with Yu-Gi-Oh!, Pokemon, and Gwent. Which, speaking of, we had a Gwent duel that came out on the Buddies Gaming channel a few weeks ago, and this motherfucker kicked my ass. I declare a rematch next year.
Mm-hmm.
The dramatic silence, bro. just
Yeah.
just me being like, I declare a rematch, and then just going awkward silence, bro. Like, that's just so dramatic, bro. Like,
Yeah, just totally spaced out for a second, and I was just like,
yeah,
you challenge me to a rematch?
yeah. For Magic the Gathering and Gwent, I honestly do want to do a rematch for both of those games because
Mm-hmm.
we did a rematch for Yu-Gi-Oh last year, and that was fun.
Mm-hmm. You absolutely crushed me in that rematch.
Yep, and I'm sure that I'll do it again for Magic and Gwent.
You never know.
What do you mean you'll never know? Like, so
You don't know. I could still win.
The Matrix is real. The Matrix is predicting this. If it's correct, it's real.
All right.
And there's a new Phasmophobia update too.
I have not had the chance to play it yet, but I'm excited to play it.
Neither have I. And last time I played Phasmophobia, it was for a collaboration I had with Zombie Bites 3 months ago at the time of recording this episode.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna be 100% honest with you. Phasmophobia is a fun game.
Absolutely. I love playing Phasmophobia with my friends.
Yep. And before we get into
Such a fun
the
time.
next topic, if you want to promote something while I take a restroom break, that would be appreciated. So I'll be right back. You
Cool.
can even
I'd
plug
do
in
that.
the rogue code.
Quickly while he's gone. If you guys want some hydration juice or just any sort of like energy powder, we are Rogue affiliates. Go to rogueenergy.com/yep it's the buddies and use the code yep it's the buddies for a 10% discount on your purchase. Don't want to miss out on this. It is well worth it, I promise. Now then, while he's still gone and I still got you here, why don't you head over to our channels? My channel, B Major, and my other channel, Ren Gaming /B Major too. And my friend Crazy's channel, Crazy Foxoni. Go check him out. We do amazing stuff there. I am getting close to 100 subs. He is obviously well past that, but it would still help if you went there and subscribed. So do it. And also go follow it, subscribe to all the other buddies. But, you know. Other than that, we're just vibing now.
A few moments later.
Cool beans. And of course, from when I went downstairs, I had to go downstairs to use the restroom because the upstairs one was occupied.
Okay.
And this caught me by surprise, but there's a Grounded 2.
Huh?
I'm not joking. There is a Grounded 2.
You're telling me that the game where you are tiny little insect-sized people in a world of giant insects, there's a sequel?
Yes.
Wow. Okay, I did not expect that. That's
It's
cool.
either a sequel or a prequel because Low Nightmares 2 story-wise is a prequel to 1.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I don't know. It could be a sequel, it could be a prequel.
Yeah.
That's,
And
that's exciting though.
And Red Dead Redemption 2 is a prequel to Red Dead Redemption 1. And if we get a Red Dead Redemption 3, I think it's going to be a sequel to 1.
Okay.
And if I get that shit predicted, The Matrix is real. And fun fact, GamerSups is starting to have their drinks be canned. That way you don't just have the tubs.
That's an interesting choice.
Yeah, and to be 100% honest, I do think it's a good decision to see them do that. Because the tubs are $40, and I think the cans are going to be around 16 to 20.
Yeah, having a much smaller option is definitely going to help bring people to you,
Yeah.
and they'll be able to buy it for a more affordable price. So honestly,
And
that's a good decision.
and of course I do also do have it in the back of my mind that the rest of the buddies, ourselves included, are talking about the idea of having a flavor called hydration juice and have it be strawberry watermelon. And I have a good idea as to
Mm.
how that can be brought to life. So what I'm thinking is that it tastes like watermelon at first, and then the aftertaste is strawberry. That would be a fun idea
Hmm.
to give it like the strawberry watermelon element into it.
Yeah, that would be pretty cool.
And Vin Diesel confirmed that we are going to see the finale of Fast and Furious for 2027.
Finally, that franchise can lay down and rest and die.
Why are you saying that? Like, you might piss off the Universal fans with that.
It's just been dragged on for too long. That's all.
Oh, okay. I was just about to say, like,
I don't, no disrespect. It's just been dragged on for too long.
yeah, like, I haven't seen the movies, so I can't really say much of anything about it. And
I also have not seen it, but from the trailers I've seen, it seems like the later ones are just nowhere near as good as the first couple. In my opinion, they should have stopped at 8 and stop it.
and the studio tour for Universal Hollywood confirmed that Hollywood Drift is gonna be open next year. Which they're at the phase to where they're testing out how carts are going and how the level of safety is going to be. Which I honestly
Mhm.
do think that it's a good thing to see them do that. Because you'll never know if you're safe or in danger unless if you test it. Like, have like some dummies to test out the safety and all of that jazz.
Mhm.
And I'm gonna be honest with you, I was not looking forward to talking about this, but Ludwig has been under some controversy for convincing one of his alcoholic friends to drink a dangerous amount of alcohol, and he was crashing out from when he was being called out. And he was crashing out from when he was called out by Asmongold in Tech-Town.
Okay.
What do you mean? Okay, bro.
Sorry, spaced out again.
You gotta stop spacing out when we're in serious topics. Alright, so back to what I was saying, because of the fact that this motherfucker spaced out, and it's a problem when we're in serious topics. Ludwig has a friend named Melon, which he's known to be an alcoholic, and Ludwig was under a lot of controversy for convincing his alcoholic friend, to drink a dangerous amount of alcohol, and he crashed out at Tectone and Asmongold from when they were calling him out, and rightfully so.
Yeah, no, that's not good.
Yeah, no, not even good one bit.
No. Don't have your alcoholic friend have an insane amount of alcohol. Take the alcohol away.
Yeah, no, like if I was
Don't
like
enable them.
if I was like in a if I was in a party with that guy, I would have been like, "Hey, I I understand that you have some issues, so just watch how much that you're having, and if you have too much, I'm going to stop you from drinking because I don't want you to hurt yourself." I feel like that's what
Absolutely.
Ludwig should have done, and
Uh-huh. And he just didn't.
this motherfucker took no accountability, which makes the situation worse. Until Tectone called him out for not taking accountability. Like Tectone, like if Tectone or Moist Critical starts roasting you for being a piece of shit, that's how you know you're cooked. Why is B making that face? Why do you look like a Nintendo 64 character render right now, bro?
So frustrating. Come on, Wi-Fi, what the frick?
Homie's camera glitched out to where he looked like a Nintendo 64 character. The one-time scuff is funny, but bad for his end, but on my end, because of how he looked, it was hilarious. Homie is smiling.
I bet I looked funny. And I was over here being very upset because I was like, come on, load. Stop crashing on me.
Yeah, and from when Tyler and I were having a conversation, he did say that Spaceballs 2 is one of his most anticipated films for 2027.
Oh, absolutely. When that comes out, I'm going to the theaters.
Yeah, I can't
I
say really much of
I'm so
anything for
excited for that.
myself, but a fun fact about it is that it is going to have the 40th anniversary for by time when it comes out.
Have you seen the original Spaceballs?
No, but I do we I do
You're
want to
missing
at some point
out.
so that I
You're
can.
missing out. It's so good.
Yeah, it's on
It
HBO
is.
too, so I can do that, no issue. And
It's
the
such a
reason on to
funny
why I
spoof.
do want to watch the first movie is so that I can have a better understanding on why people are excited for the second movie.
It is such a funny spoof. Even George Lucas, the creator of Star Wars, saw Spaceballs. I'm like, this is good. This is a good parody.
I didn't know Spaceballs was a Star Wars parody.
It is. You'll see a lot of similarities with the original Star Wars when you watch the movie.
And of course, like when it comes to another movie of his that's anticipated is Sonic the Hedgehog 4, which IGN
Mm,
confirmed that there was going to be a fourth movie the day the third movie came to theaters.
mm-hmm.
And of course, there there was one that we were gonna talk about, but we didn't bother doing research, so we can scratch that. Gigguk is making an anime.
What?
No, I'm not even joking, bro.
He's making an anime?
Yes, the name
Wow.
the name of the anime is Bon, and how it's spelled, it's pretty much the word ban, but with two A's. Like,
Interesting.
I'm not gonna lie to you, I am excited for the anime because the art style looks good.
I might have to. Is there a trailer for it?
Yes, it is on his channel.
All right. Well, I will have to go watch that as soon as we're done here. Then.
I can show you one of the character designs real quick. Like,
Okay.
actually, you know what? This picture will work. Check this out. I fuck with this design.
That's pretty good.
Yeah,
That looks good. I'm excited.
yeah. This character looks
When does it
cute.
come out?
This character looks cute. I fuck with the design.
Which would be a minor. That would suck.
Yeah, we don't know that, but I do agree it would suck if it's a minor. But as for the male character, he looks generic, but I'm pretty sure that he'll look badass later on.
Mm-hmm.
Which he just wears hiking clothes, so we can't so the design is too simple for my liking. So I can't really say anything about it. And they even talked about it in the Trash Taste podcast, which, speaking of, we're going to get into that later on. Why are you reacting like this? What are you doing? Don't you do it. Prop sword, by the way. This motherfucker, bro. Look at this man. He's just fooling. He's having scuff on his end, which is very frustrating for both of us.
Seppuku. My Wi-Fi is being annoying again for the seventh-ish time.
That's not good.
No.
And Back to the Future is having its 45th anniversary this year. Or it's just the 40th.
That
Let
is
me
insane.
check.
I know there's a foreign somewhere.
Okay, 40th anniversary. It says 45th, but it's actually the 40th anniversary of the franchise.
Oh, okay.
And Universal went all out on celebrating the 40th anniversary of Back to the Future, like how they went all out on celebrating the 50th for Jaws.
Mm-hmm.
And Back to the Future is one of the Universal movie franchises that I do want to get into at some point. And it's on Disney Plus and Hulu too, so we could do that for a surprise movie night. I will neither confirm nor deny. And
Interesting. Okay.
and of course, Spirit Halloween pretty much is going all out on their lineup. But my only criticism with it is that everything got leaked, which sucks because leaks ruin surprises.
Hate when that happens.
Yeah, like, can we just have 1 year without leaks? Just one. Like, I understand that you guys are excited, but the leaks are just ruining the fun. So you gotta knock this shit off.
Hmm. Yeah, I hate when people leak stuff. It's so annoying.
So for animatronics that we have so far, we have Night Owl, Mutant Sewer Rat, Two-Faced Teddy, which that's a misleading name because it's a two-faced clown and it's not a teddy bear. Electrified Corpse, Twisted Grandma, Sinister Strawman, which is a Mr. Dark reskin, Monkey Business, Backbend Bonnie, and Valak. And Valak is licensed from The Conjuring, and there are people saying that there's been nothing new for The Conjuring, which I'm gonna call bullshit on that, because the Valak animatronic is for the promotion of The Conjuring Last Rites. Similarly to how Art the Clown from last year was for the promotion of Terrifier 3. And so far, Backbend Bonnie is so far, in my opinion, the best animatronic of 2025. Which, the fact that she bends backwards slowly, that it's a good example of you don't need to have the animatronic be a jump scare animatronic for it to be scary. You just need to give it like an unsettling element. And for Monkey Business, it's a clown that is holding a present, and there's a monkey that pops its head out for a jump scare. And Sinister Strawman is basically a scarecrow version of Mr. Dark. And Twisted Grandma, she spins both her head and torso 180 degrees. Head goes first, but it's slow, and the torso part is a jump scare. And
Interesting. Okay.
yeah, Techie cooked with this.
Hmm.
And for Mutant Sewer Rat, everybody expected it to be 6 feet tall, but it's 4 feet tall, which is small, but it's big for a mutated rat, so that's a plus.
Hmm.
And Night Owl, the wings just look cheap on the design, and I don't like it. Which if you guys are curious on my honest thoughts about it, you can go check out my IRL channel where I dive into my honest thoughts on what is released. And of course, when it comes to leaks, despite the fact that I don't like them, I'm excited to see the 4K demo for Fire Demon, which I honestly think is going to be the best animatronic of 2025.
That'll be a fun one to see when it comes out.
Yeah. And as for Jurassic World Rebirth, I've been hearing mixed opinions about it. Like, I've been hearing people say it's good, and I've been hearing people say it's bad. And the part that's bad about the movie is that there's mutated dinosaurs based on what I've been hearing people say, and the script feels like it was AI generated. But I can't fully
AI
give my
sucks.
honest I can't really give my honest thoughts about it because I've only seen up to the second Jurassic World movie, which I think is Fallen Kingdom.
Yes, Fallen Kingdom is the second Jurassic World. I have yet to see Rebirth, and I do want to see, even though it might not be that great.
Yeah, Jurassic World Domination was another one that I was thinking of.
Yeah, Domination. It's Dominion.
Oh, Dominion, I'm stupid.
No, you're good. Jurassic World Dominion's pretty good in my opinion, but it's not like up there. Like it's not going to top any of the Jurassic Park movies.
Yeah, I haven't seen the OG Jurassic Park movies yet, but I do want to at some point.
You're missing out, man. Those are classics.
And there's some people that say that Jurassic Park is the dinosaur related horror movies. Which I don't blame them for it, because I've been hearing people say that the Jurassic Park movies are actually scary. And from when we mentioned Trash Taste a few minutes ago, the podcast is having its 5th anniversary this year.
5 years. That's a lot. That's a long time.
Yeah, that is a lot. And last time that we talked about them in the podcast, it was from when they were under controversy for talking about politics with Hassan.
Yeah.
And we did talk about his controversy from when he was committing crimes on stream last episode. And I'm gonna be 100% honest. I'm happy for the podcast that those guys are having the 5th anniversary of the podcast. And who knows what they could do later on down the line. And what I would say is one of the biggest collaborations that they've had is the one with Iron Mouse. I haven't watched the full episode, but it's amazing to see that they got a chance to collaborate with Iron Mouse. And it's the only one that's virtual that we know of, because if they're going to have a collaboration with somebody, they do ask of them to be there in person. But they made it an exception with Iron Mouse because she has a disability to where she can't travel.
I haven't seen any other episodes yet, but I'll have to give them a watch sometime.
Yeah. And I also enjoy their specials too, which is fun. And I have an interesting story behind this topic. So,
Oh,
it was mentioned that I went to go see 28 Years Later for my sister's birthday. And we went before we went to the theater, we went to Outback Steakhouse for dinner at the time because there was a restaurant that was built in the theater, but we didn't want to do both at the same time because it was going to be too pricey. And as for the theater itself, we were given tickets to go see the movie. And I honestly do think that's a beautiful post-apocalyptic movie. And one of the trailers that I've seen, there's going to be a remake for I Know What You Did Last Summer, and the original came out in
I saw the trailer.
1997.
I also saw that trailer, and it looks pretty good, honestly.
Yep. And like what I did with the Texas Chainsaw Massacre and Scream, I want to watch the original first before I watch the remake.
Mm-hmm. Or you could be like me and watch the remake before you watch the original with Scream.
Boy. And of course, with A Nightmare on Elm Street, you cannot have Freddy Krueger without Robert Englund.
Nope, absolutely not.
And you also cannot have Chucky without Brad Dourif.
Mm-mm.
And of course, I find it interesting that there's going to be a I Know What You Did Last Summer remake. And with 28 years later, have you seen the movie?
No, I have not seen 28 Years Later.
Ah. So, I, I'm just gonna talk about the intro of the movie. I'm not gonna get into the rest of the details because those would be spoilers. So, what happened? What happens in the beginning of the movie? You see a clip of Teletubbies, and if you watch it for the first time, you'll be like, "Why am I watching Teletubbies?" And then there are kids watching it, and you'll be like, "Oh, there's kids watching it." That explains. And it's like as a source to get their mind off of the stress of the zombie apocalypse happening. And
Mm-mm.
there is a predictable jump scare, but instead of one zombie, it was two. And the blood splattering on the TV makes up for the fact that you were not able to see them get bit. And one gets out alive. And they run to a church, and a priest gives the kid his necklace. Which, I'm not gonna lie, that is the most badass sacrifice that I have seen in a zombie apocalypse movie. So he was like,
That's
yes, my
fun.
children, come to me, and they just pretty much get him infected. The,
Come to me, my children.
yeah, pretty much like that. Like, the most badass sacrifice I have seen in a zombie apocalypse movie.
That's amazing.
It
Yeah, I'm gonna have to
honestly
check
is.
that movie out soon.
Do your, do yourself a favor and watch 28 Days Later first before you watch 28 Years Later, because 28 Weeks Later is not canon.
Got it. Okay.
And last but not least, and we were originally going to talk about the Pokemon controversy, but we scratched that because none of us did enough research to know what's going on.
I have no idea what's going on. I don't follow Pokemon that much.
Yeah, we'll make up for it in the next episode. For next time, we have a topic-based episode. There's going to be a Subnautica too.
I'm very excited about that. Subnautica 1 is a good game. Subnautica Sub-Zero is a good game. Subnautica
Below
2
zero for
will
correction.
be a Below Zero, I'm sorry. Below Zero is a good game. Subnautica 2 will be a good game. However,
Yeah, it's a multiplayer game too, which is going to be the fun part. But the
I'm very
publisher
excited about
studio Crafton, they delayed the game to 2026, which there's been a
which
lot of
is not
controversy for it.
which is not the worst thing in the world. Take the time to refine the game. GTA 6.
And you want to know
Make
what
it the
makes
best game you
the
can.
situation worse? The game was ready to go to be released for this year, and it got delayed to 2026, and Crafton is under a lawsuit because of it.
Mhm. I'm pretty sure it's also because I I think I saw this source somewhere. Isn't it that the original creators were all fired? I don't know.
I haven't
I could
done
be
my
mistaken.
research on that, so I can't really say.
Let me find out.
And of course, for Subnautica, I there's some people that say it's a horror game. I don't consider it as a horror game.
It's not a horror game, in my opinion.
Like, Subnautica 2 has the horror hashtag. Like, Subnautica as a game is not horror. And as for Fallout, I can't. I honestly. I'm still trying to wrap my head around it because I haven't played enough Fallout or seen the show to understand how it's horror.
I mean, sure, there's some spooky elements, but like, that's about it.
Yeah, like, it's post-apocalyptic, yes, but the things that can make Fallout horror is the bugs that are human-sized, the some ghouls that are trying to kill you at night, and the threat of
Hmm.
radioactive animals. Coming to think about it with those logics, I
Of
think
course,
I'm
like,
starting to
my
have, like,
freaking Wi-Fi crashes right on the last one, too. That's so unfortunate. Ah,
your microphone cut out. Homie, are you there? Editor, can you make a slap sound as I virtually slap B? I just hit my oh, fuck you, bitch! Alright. while B is having the scuff, we'll be right back after this commercial break.
Still done. Jeez Louise. My God. Come on, man. Make it happen.
Make what happen?
There we go. And we're back. um,
Your internet is being shitting.
yeah, well, luckily, we should, theoretically, be good for the rest of this for the rest of this podcast.
This segment of the
Yes.
podcast, we should say.
Yes. So what happened is that the leaders behind the development team called Unknown Worlds, Crafton, has basically fired the three head members of Unknown Worlds and has basically replaced them. Um,
Now
well,
I
Crafton
understand
sought to,
why they're
yeah,
having a lawsuit against them.
yeah. Well, Crafton sought to keep the Unknown Worlds co-founders and original creators of the Subnautica series involved in the game's development. The company wishes them well on their next endeavors, read a statement. Which is just, come on, that's um one of the developers then said that Crafton's decision came as quite a shock, meaning they weren't prepared to be like let go like that.
And it honestly sucks that it happened.
Yeah. And that same person said, after all these years to find that I'm no longer able to work at the company I started Th1ngs. Like that's what really sucks. The person who helped create the company has basically just been told, yeah, you're fired. Like that's what sucks.
Yeah, the studio ended up getting sued for it. They got what they deserved.
Yeah. The Unknown Worlds was bought by a studio called Crafton back
I
in
already mentioned that.
2021. And that's when the whole controversy kind of started. But yeah, $250 million earnout compensation to the former executives to be happening.
Yep. And I thought of and because of the fact that we're gonna make up for the Pokemon controversy for next episode, I thought of a replacement topic for this one.
Oh, which is?
There's a new social media platform called Gamer Profiles.
I've never heard of it. What is it?
Yeah, so how I can describe it is that it's pretty much like a Facebook for gamers.
So it's called Gamer Profile?
Gamer Profiles, and it could like also display like what games you play, what you want to play, and they also have like a post system, which I honestly think is pretty dope. And they have like 5 categories for what you play. So stuff for playing stuff, I just have the multiplayer stuff there. Played is pretty much single player stuff. Featured in want to plan to play, I have 20. Want to play, there's 50, and you can have up to 10 featured games in your profile.
Pretty cool.
And another thing that I do like about it is that they have like an option to where you can have social links. For example, I have YouTube, Instagram, Blue Sky, TikTok, and the Buddies Discord server for right now. Oh, because I pretty much deleted my solo server due to inactive it is, which I'll bring it back when I get a significant amount of views on the social medias that I make content on, like YouTube and Twitch.
Mhm.
And they can also have like your game IDs be displayed, like Steam and Epic, for example. And you can also have your you can also have a streaming profile. Wait, no. They have like a thing to where you can promote your streaming platform. For example,
Cool.
my Twitch is what is being promoted because Twitch has been my primary source of streaming, and
Hmm.
I've been pretty much been going all out on multi-streaming, which, speaking of, I'm gonna play Choo Choo Charles later today after this episode.
Nice. I might stream something later today too. Maybe date everything. Who knows?
No promises on me rating you.
Okay. If I finish first and you're still streaming, I might raid you though. So
I have my settings set to where you
no
need
promises.
a minimum of 3 viewers, so that's gonna depend on how many you have.
It's probably not gonna happen then. Damn. Okay, that's fine. All right. Oh well. I already have a topic in mind for the um next podcast episode.
Yep, and there's a 50-50 chance that the next podcast episode is going to either be a collaboration with Blind Tech, or it's going to be our traditional topic-based episodes.
Only time will tell. We'll see.
Yep. And we also agreed before recording.
I did. That is going to be it for the two of us here. Thank you guys so much for watching and listening to our podcast. I am so sorry. My internet freaking sucks today.
And
I
the
take full accountability for everything.
and the stuff that happened, it was a pain in the ass to cut out, but in the end we did our best. And also, sometime soon, we're gonna be on Spotify so that you can listen to us through audio, and potentially iTunes too.
Which would be very fun. Now then,
Fake sword, by the
that
way.
is all. Yes, fake sword. Not real. No blood. No seppuku. Not today. See? Very
It's made of foam.
fake. Very fake sword. Not real. And yeah, it is just foam. But yeah, that is going to be it for us. Thank you guys so much for listening and watching. We hope you have a fantastic rest of your day, evening, morning, whenever. And we will see you all next time. Thank you for watching and listening. Bye bye.
I pretty much just did the see you later hand sign as you said
See you
bye.
later.